All right, welcome. Today we're going to take a look at Google Drawings. I was listening to the Duct Tape podcast with Jake Miller. He had on Tony Vincent, was talking about shapegrams, and it's a great way to get started with Google Drawings. One of the things I like to do with it is to play with some color. So I thought I'd come up with this tutorial and see how it goes. I'm not very skillful at this kind of thing yet, so we'll give her a shot. So I want to make a logo or a picture that has text and color. And the text and color are a little bit different. So I'm in Google Drawings. There's not a shortcut on the Google App Launcher, so you have to either type in drawings.google.com or go into Drawings through Drive. So go to Drive, New, More, and then Google Drawings. So if I'm in Drive, I go to New in Drive, click New, come down to More, and then over to Google Drawings. That'll get me started on a new drawing. There's one that I've been playing with. Okay, so here we're going to first put in a circle. I like to use the menus. There's the shortcut shape button, but I like to have my students really focus on menus because they learn where more things are that way and they can look through it better. So shape, and I'm going to start with an oval or a circle. And when you want to create a circle, if you hold down Shift, click and hold and drag, that constrains the shape to become round. Whereas if you just click and hold and drag, you'll get ovals or other shapes. But that Shift button gives you either straight lines or, in this case, a circle. The next part is I want to split the circle in half. And I don't know how to do that, but there is a shape that does. So I'm going to say Insert, Shape, and it's the Pac-Man. That's the one that I found the easiest to use so far. They call it the pie. So I'm going to draw the pie. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to hold down Shift. So Insert, Shape, Pie, Shift to constrain. And you'll notice that my sizes aren't right. There's a solution. So I'm going to click onto my main circle that I started with, and under Format Options. Format, then we have Format Options, you have Size and Rotation. I'm going to kick my size up to 7 inches by 7 inches. So that puts that in at 7 inches. Now for the pie piece, I'm going to do that same thing. So my width at 7 inches and my height at 7 inches. So now they're the same like that. On the pie, when it's active, of course you have your blue bounding boxes, but also have these yellow diamonds. And with the yellow diamond, I hang out on it, I click and hold, and then I can drag down, and I'm aiming for the mid blue box, and now I have a half circle. So my half circle's there, and I'm going to Control C, Control V, which is copy and paste. I did learn that really cool trick, edit, duplicate, looking at the shapegram yesterday. So I have my circle, or my half circle actually, and I want to flip it vertically. So I'm under Format Options. Again, that's Format, down to Format Options. I just left it open. And I'm going to flip it vertically. So I have a piece, and my circle in the background. I'm going to just move it over. Best thing are those red lines. The red lines really allow me to line things up and get things set. So I have two circles. I'm going to color one black and one red. And I like that color. It's a little bit deeper red. And Tony talked a lot on Shapesgrams about going transparent with border colors. And that makes a lot of sense because it just clears that and you don't have as much clutter. So I have my circle with my two colors. I want to add text to it, and I'm going to insert, and I really like word art. It's not as dynamic as, say, the word art on PowerPoint, but it's still a really good, it gives you an empty letter that you can fill with color. So I'm going to call this one, I would say my to-do list. I would say projects. And enter. So there's projects. I'm going to change my font to, I like audio wide for some reason. That's been my favorite one. Of course, you have more fonts you can look at, but lately I've been really into this audio wide. It's a nice font. So I get it lined up about where I want it. And again, I have those red lines to tell me. Projects. Now, it's on top. What I want to happen is the top half of projects to be red and the bottom half to be black. So it fits onto the circle and it adds a dimension to it. There's no way that I found to do that in drawings itself. So what I have to do is copy this, Control C, and I'm going to a new drawing. So my new drawing loads up, it gets everything going, and I'm going to paste the projects. It does take a minute to load, especially with Loom running. It takes a little bit extra because of that program running in the background. The band is playing next door. I share an auditorium room with the band, so we do have entertainment throughout the day. I don't know if y'all can hear that. We have our projects. I copied it. I've got to paste it over into this file. Come on now. So Control V is paste. It does pick up the same size and everything. So I have projects here. I have to set it up the way that I want it. So projects, I'm going to paste it again, Control V. I'm going to turn one black, and I'm going to turn one to that same red color. I'm going to turn off the outlines, transparent. And now I have to download that to be able to use it in my other drawing. It'll make more sense in just a second. File, download, and then I like the PNG image format. So I am on a Chromebook. It downloads it, and you can show in folder. There's copy to clipboard. I always do that just in case. So I go back into my file here, and I need to put that text in. So I'm going to move this projects over, and I'm going to edit, paste, because I just did copy to clipboard. And there we have projects and projects. So I'm going to pull it over, move over a little bit, and I'm going to make a half of a word. So it's a little bit tricky. Let me pull this one over as a reference. Okay. So I'm going to put this right on top of it. And I'm using my arrow keys to the line. And this red and black projects is active now. So I use crop image, not mask, crop, sorry. And I'm going to go halfway. I'm going to have to move myself here. Sorry. Up. Not quite right. Come down a little bit. Enter. So I cropped projects. I'm going to undo that move. Edit, undo. So now I need to paste projects again. I still have it on my clipboard. I'm going to pull it over. I'm going to drag it up. Align it, shift, down arrow. I've got to go up this time, crop, and I'm going to bring it down to halfway, hit enter. So now I have projects there. I'm going to group them together. Whoops. Actually, I need to get rid of the blue one, don't I? Backspace. So I'm going to group these two together. And if I zoom in, that certainly helps a little bit, but shift, arrange, group. So they're one picture now. And then I bring it over. Oh, you know what? No, I did it right. So I'm looking for the center line. Projects. Get rid of this circle. And then I can download or do whatever I need to do. I'm off just a hair, but you get the idea. Okie doke. I hope that was helpful. That's making two colors in font text on an image. Thank you for the inspiration, Tony and Jake.